All right. Welcome to another episode of Between the Sheets, What Lives Between the Pages. I'm your host, Dorothy Odell. I decided to start this show up after, uh, I've had my other podcast going for 4 or 5 years now, the Unstoppable Network, and we deal with some heavy subjects over there, dealing with mental health and uh, military and surviving and things like that. And I just wanted to do something fun. And so I decided that I was going to start the second podcast strictly for me. My aunt, I don't know if you've ever had that aunt that is absolutely amazing, but got you into um, reading romance novels, right? So she did that. I was 16 years old. I was out there babysitting for the first time out in Burlington where she was at. And she introduced me to this whole new world, book boyfriends, things like that. And so I had the pleasure this weekend of going to RCR, Rose City Romance. So it's the second year in a row that they have had this amazing. Um, we had over 100 authors this time. I met some incredible people. Like, I'm talking incredible people. I was trying to get some pictures up because I took a bunch of pictures with some authors, and unfortunately, uh, uh, it's been for me. So I figured instead of playing for hours, so you definitely need to get a hold of her. She was on our episode number 2. So I really had the distinct pleasure of meeting her in person, going out for dinner, having a lovely conversation. And I read her book. Um, it is so cute. It is, I knew it before I went to go, and I should have had it up and didn't. But I apologize. A coffee for two. It's the middle one right there. Absolutely delight. It's the Megan, the Matchmaker's brilliant blind dates, and there's a series of stories in there. So definitely, if you want a cute rom-com story about dating, definitely go check that out. Her books are on Amazon. And then, so I decided I went through. It took me 4 hours to get through um, the entire conference at Caesars. Got a lot of great stuff. Won a Kindle cover, so that was nice. So thank you for that, ladies. And then I met this adorable author, Leanne Stanfield. So she has this book, JC's Bakery is the first one in the series. I have not read any of these yet. So, like I said, I just got back. It is a Larkin Bay romance, and it is, if you just like a good love story, that is what this series is all about. I'm trying to get her on the show. Her daughter is absolutely incredible. One of her daughters was there. She has Leanne has the entire family in this. So her daughter that I met, and I forget her name, so I do apologize. She is the graphics, and she does the social media and stuff like that. So making it a family business, I absolutely love that. So get your hands on Leanne Steinfeld. JC's Bakery is number 1 in that series. Then I had this absolute pleasure of meeting Elena Lawson. So Elena actually had her husband there. There was a lot of husbands there this time, helping their spouses out, and absolute pleasure to meet them. So if you are more on the dark side, the dark romance, then get a hold of White Rose Painted Red. Like I said, I have not read this one yet, but she kind of convinced me. They're such a cute couple. I even said, "Hey, is your husband part of what sparks you in your books?" And of course, so, and he took that really well, was not embarrassed. So shout out to Blake, her husband. So then, like, this conference had a bit of everything. So then I had the distinct pleasure of meeting Lilith Dawn, who wrote a cookbook called Foreplay. So in this cookbook, there are obviously recipes, but there are little suggestions and teasers, shall we say. So it is an 18 plus 18 plus cookbook is how they said it. Lilith is an absolutely delight. And so throughout this entire cookbook, there's sexy suggestions, some foreplay before the meal, and of course, then the main event. So get your copy today. Absolutely pleasure meeting her. And then I come across, oh, okay. I don't remember meeting this author, but I obviously did. Blair's Whispers, a steamy romance about love, trust, and betrayal. Anita Best. So met her there. So if you like your stories of betrayal, then definitely get your copy today. All right, so members of the Ottawa Romance Writers. So like I said, Renee Gendron, I met her. She was on episode number 2. Well, Renee also has a group for Canadian romance writers. So that group actually put this book together. So this book is compiled of a couple different writers, of Canadian writers that have gone together and collaborated and made this book. So if you are a Canadian author and want to be part of this group, please connect with me, as I will get you that information. And it's a great way to build a community within the author role. I also met Gail Morrow and her amazing PA Elizabeth. Again, Spellweaver is what this one's about. Have not had a chance to read it yet, but again, if you want a Canadian author, check them out. Dirty Country Boy by Lisa Andrew. Like I said, have not had a chance to read this yet. I did get a chance to. I do have a picture with Lisa, though. That's right, as well as Room for Two. This woman's absolutely amazing. I do. One of the pictures that I could not get up is with her, so I can't wait to read these books. So I'm assuming that all books that I'm showing you, everything is up on Amazon. So go check them out. As well, I have the distinct pleasure of meeting Christy McManus, McManus. Her book, How to Get Over Your Best Friend's Ex. This woman was absolutely amazing. I saw her at her booth. She also had some other things here. Fucks give if you're out of fucks. Here we go. It was absolutely, it was a delight meeting her. And so I can't wait to read that book. Shaylee Sawyer, Unforgiven, Lust and Fire. That's the first series in the book. So again, about firefighters and things like that. So cannot wait to read this one. A little spicy something in there. So a lot of these books, pretty much every book that I got, I had them autographed for me. So all these books are autographed. I absolutely love it. Then I met Pebbles the Case. And this one's my best friend's brother. He's too good to be true. Taboo usually is, right? So again, can't wait to read this book. Cassidy London. It's funny because I think I've read, it's funny, I went up to Cassie and I said, your name sounds so familiar. I really I think I've seen you on my Kindle, right? Because who doesn't have Kindle Unlimited, especially if that's what you do is read books, right? So it's funny. I went back and bought her. This is one of the books in the series. So this is about a fireman, I believe. Um, I think that's what it's about. So can't wait to get my hands in there. And then Frances Everly, her PA is absolutely stunning, amazing. Um, as you can see, I've had quite a few books. My husband doesn't know. And shh, we're not going to tell him. So, anyways, it's fine. He'll be fine. I save up and then I go once a year to this conference. Anyways, Pucking Promises. It's a new book that just came out by Frances Everly. I'm telling you, I could not put this book down. Uh, I just happened to have stalked her on Facebook, and she was extremely nervous because her book was coming out just the day before she was going to come to the Rose City conference. And she goes, my book's coming out. I'm just really nervous. But she has nothing to worry about because this book was absolutely amazing. Like I said, could not put it down. I don't want to spoil it, but it is about, how you fall in love when you're young and then you make things happen. People go their separate ways, but then there's a pact that happens. If we're not married by the time we're 30, he'll come back. And so I don't want to give it too much away, but promises are meant to be broken, or are they? And so anyways, could not put the book down. And Everly does a Easter egg hunt through the book. I have to admit, I just wanted to read the book. I didn't care about the Easter egg hunt, but when I have time, I will go back and I will figure out what the Easter egg hunt is. So get your hands on that. It just came out last week, so get your copy today. There is so much incredible free stuff that I got this weekend, and I just have not even had a chance to look at it all. I was not feeling the best Saturday when I went to the event, but I knew that I needed to get there. So I made the best of it, made a lot of connections within this space. There are so many more incredible authors. Tess Waters, I'm telling you, she has a series. I went on and got her series, and I have been binge reading them. So it's the first one's Over the Moon, Under the Stars, and Into the Sun. And I'm telling you, I need to get her on. I actually messaged her on IG and said, hey, I need to get you on the show. And she was all excited because she wanted to come on to the show anyways. So, not sure when that will happen, but we will make that happen. As well as another author that I met, Becca Blue. Definitely want to get a hold of her books. An incredible woman she is. She also took one of her books and made it into film. So I was kind of excited to talk to her about that because that's something that I want to offer our authors that are on the show. Taking your labor of love and turning it into film is definitely something that I want to be part of. There's a couple of amazing books that I've read over the years that I know that should happen with. So I'm excited about that. And don't forget, guys, I've decided we have the Between the Sheets book club. And so if you are interested in reading with a bunch of women together, we'll not only be reading the books together, we can have it's all about having fun. It's all about, it's all about having fun. It's all about connecting. We're also going to have authors come in as well. And, any questions that you have for them, they'll be willing to answer. So make sure that you definitely check us out. Go check out it's on our website, unstoppableovercomers.com/ book launch events / Between the Sheets Book Club. So please go check us out. I know it's going to be fun. I just got to, you know, get the word out. It's been kind of crazy around here lately. So, but yeah, I need to do a better job of getting the word out on that. Connecting with like-minded women that love romance novels, that love, just want to put your feet up, enjoy what lies between the pages, and just have a tremendous amount of fun. We could do it with coffee, we could do it with wine, whatever people prefer. It will be online, so virtual, definitely to start off with. And but I think it would be fun. And don't forget, if you are a Canadian author, I have made connections this weekend that to put you in a community of people that are like-minded and that will help you build your business. So with that, friends, go check out the rest of our lives, and stay tuned, because you never know who the next author is going to be. Bye for now. Subscribe to our channel, and if you're interested in more information about the book club, definitely message me, and bye for now.